Okay, I'm here to ask you where's your comfort zone, and then I'm here to gently push you out of your comfort zone. So, there's four roles that you work in creativity. You also use these four roles when you're doing entrepreneurship. Creativity, entrepreneurship, four roles. What are those four roles? Let's take a look at them, okay? First of all, in the four roles, there's the explorer. And, this is the person who, they're the curious person. They're the person that always has lists. I've got to do these, I've got to do these things. They're the person that you can be riding in the car with, and all of a sudden they say, "Oh, look over there. See that? Is that crazy or what?" If you're in a group and you're thinking about what to do this evening, they're the one that says, "Oh, what about, what about, what about, what about, what about?" They're the person who you're in a problem solving group and they say, "Wow, what if we pursue this?" And everybody just stops the instant they say that and they say, "What are you thinking?" But it turns out, because it was unexpected, it's actually a pretty good idea. They're the person that seems to simplify things. That when you're looking at an entire spreadsheet or a massive amount of data, they can pick out small facts and say, actually, those are pretty important. They're also the person that that is always saying, "Hey, let's broaden our perspective a little." It doesn't matter, if you're trying to figure out why you're sexist or why you're racist or the new ways that you have figured out how to be racist or sexist or stupid in a relationship or in a work team or whatever. They're the ones that broaden the perspective and says, "Have you thought about this? Have you considered this?" I think that one of the other things I love about these people is that the explorer is the one that says, "Okay, here's our problem. Let's face the problem." When they face the problem, they use obstacles in order to turn obstacles into challenges and to turn challenges into answers. They play. They play. They're always looking for fun things, and they write ideas down. I don't know if you believe in God or if you believe, in the universe or whatever, but if God or the universe gives you an idea, the simplest stewardship of an idea is to write it down. And if you write it down, you get to keep it. Think about it another way. How many ideas have you had? Great ideas while you're driving, 2 o'clock in the morning when you wake up. When you're at the bar and you're waiting for friends and you say, "Oh man, that's a killer idea." Well, you didn't write it down. These are the people that write them down and have fun with them. So, this is also the person that can shift the focus and use known ideas in order to get other stuff done. Second role. The second role after you play the explorer is the artist. Now then, it could be that you are the explorer and you have an artist on your team. It could be that you are everybody on staff in your brand new business. And so you are the artist, you are the explorer, you're everybody. But if you are the artist, then you're the kind of person who is going to be able to take ideas and you're adapting them. You're imagining new things. Somebody else put something on the blank sheet of paper first, but once it's on there, you can imagine new things. Once you have something to work with, you can reverse that. Once you have something to work with, then you can link it and evaluate it. And somehow the artist says, this isn't working so good. Let's just go ahead and throw that one off. Now then, here's the thing that helps you spot an artist sometimes. Sometimes the artist is the smart aleck on your team, and they're parodying, they're making fun, they're kind of laughing at everybody else and what they're doing. It's okay. It's okay. That's a cue, and it's the artist And what you want to do is you want to turn them so that instead of parodying, they're actually helping you accomplish what you're trying to do. So they also are the person who can hit pause on the thing. And when they hit pause, everybody waits because they're the person in control. They're the person in the catbird seat. They're the person everybody's listening to. They're the person who's helping create. So they know what to do. Now here's the judge. And the judge is a really important role. But the judge isn't the first important role. You ever been in a group, and in that group, you have one person, and the instant everybody comes up with an idea, bam, they slap it down, and they slap the next one, and they slap the next one. That's a judge, and a judge is really important, but a judge can kill you at the beginning. Don't judge first. Underscore that in great big letters. Don't judge first. Let the artist, let the explorer do their jobs. Once you've got materials on there and everybody's kind of happy, then bring the judge out of the closet. Let her do her thing. Let her make her points. But don't bring the judge first. So, what does the judge do? The judge helps you evaluate. The judge helps you start to incorporate ideas, put them in motion, show how they work, show how you implement them. So you're looking for objectivity. And a really great judge can do both positivity and negativity, probability. They help the group decide. They help you decide. Sometimes when you're starting off as an explorer and you're starting off as an artist, you have this wealth of material, and you get stymied, you get stopped because it's just too much. The judge is the one that says, we're going to focus over here. We're going to take these away, and we're going to focus right here in order to make this work. So it helps you decide. The judge can salvage pieces. And sometimes in a group discussion and everything else, everybody gets through, and you're thinking, well, we pretty much wrecked everything. The judge is the one who can salvage pieces and say, let's take a look at this. Timing, deadlines, what are your biases? Judges are really good. You remember earlier I said, on sexism, racism, how do you broaden your viewpoint? The judge is the person who says, whoa, we are biased in this way. We are biased towards this side. We need to reconsider and look at doing that differently. The judge is also really good. This is probably one of my most important things that I think about the judge. The judge is really good at picking out your assumptions. You don't think about it until you desperately need to think about it. But sometimes if you made some assumptions and the assumptions are themselves poor, the judge is the one that says, what did we think when we started? What did we take for granted? What did we assume? Whoa, we need to back away from those and do something different. Judges can also be arrogant. Guilty as charged. And the judges hopefully have humor. A judge without humor is really, really a long, bad, horrible, no good Monday. So the last one is the warrior. And, whenever you look at Elon Musk, whenever you look at Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Arianna Huffington, and all the rest of the entrepreneurs who made it big, the reason they made it big was because they were warriors. And the warrior is the person that takes everything that the explorer and the artist and the judge have pulled together, and the warrior goes to war and says, we're going to launch this puppy. They're bold. They develop the plans. They motivate everybody else when everything else is in the toilet. Oh, my goodness. If you're starting a business, if you're creating, William Faulkner had his entire room covered with rejection notices for his works, for his magazine articles, for everything else. You have to have someone like a warrior who motivates you when it's all in the toilet, when it's all gone to pot. You got to be courageous. I say this in my classes all the time. Having passion seems to be the buzzword, and everybody talks about that. But you need to be courageous. There will be times where you have to step out of your comfort zone. There will be times where you have to step way past your comfort zone. There will be times when everybody else will say, it's dead, walk away. And you have to be courageous, and you have to resurrect it, and you have to make it walk, and you have to make it talk. The other person who gets everybody started, they use the resources, they know the product, they handle the criticism, they follow up, and they persist. Can I just say they persist? Can I just say that they persist? The warrior persists. Explorer, artist, judge, warrior. You may have one you feel really good about. Start working out those other groups of muscles so that you can bring the other three up to par with the fourth one that helps you launch your business, that helps you do what's required. It could be that you have one or two of these present on your team, but you need to cultivate the others in order to make your business, in order to make your creative project successful. You'll do that. You'll do that. You'll do it well.